Hey guys, and welcome back to the Pokemon Fab Five. As today we have week number 1 of the NPA season numero cuatro, number 4, as the Colorado Rapidash are back and better than ever. And if you missed the team builder, then, well, what are you doing with yourself? Because starting this year, I think I'm going to do, starting with week 3, I think I'm going to do a team builder separate from the battle. But I already did our team breakdown, team preview for the overall team. And today we are facing off against JerryOak, aka the Los Angeles Landorus. He is a very scary team, as I think most teams are pretty scary in this league. But his team is scary because it is fast. He has Latias, Arcanine, Tentacruel, Registeel, Vileplume, Haunter, Mega Aerodactyl. Let me just lower the volume a little bit. Weavile, Azelf, Quagsire, and Girder. So he has Pokemon that are at 110 speed, 100 speed, 95 speed, 150, 125, and 115. And another at 95. So he's either really fast or really slow. There's no in between. Scary team, especially because Latias, Haunter, and Mega Aerodactyl, and Azelf are all in the air, so they can't get impacted by sticky webs. So that's really scary. We're not a sticky web user anyway, but it doesn't matter. So with that in mind, let's jump into what our team is for this week. We have some interesting choices. I really want to use some of these Pokemon together, and if you look in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, you'll see which ones we have shiny as well. Let's start off with our beautiful, beautiful Snuggles. This is Mimikyu, my beloved Mimikyu, my favorite Pokemon in the world. I do have a Mimikyu plush. I guess I should start bringing it for good luck when we have battles, but regardless, Mimikyu is here, large and in charge, with Shadow Claw, Swords Dance, Drain Punch, and Wood Hammer. It is rocking the Life Orb, and it is max HP with a speed boosting nature, Jolly, and max speed with 4 special defense investment. The Drain Punch is to handle threats like the Weavile, which it will OHKO obviously, like the Registeel because it can't really do too much to it otherwise. Wood Hammer OHKOs Unaware, max HP, max defense, Quagsire, guaranteed every time. And it's not close. That's a powerful Wood Hammer for Mimikyu. Shadow Claw is obviously important. It deals with the Haunter. It deals with the Latias. It deals with the Azelf if he wants to be a Suicide Azelf lead. It also can do pretty good damage to other things, like Arcanine. It can do pretty decent damage too. And it'll probably be our point of emphasis against Mega Aerodactyl unless we're at +2 where we might Drain Punch instead. But Mimikyu isn't exactly our late game sweeper because it's not fast enough. It's only base 95 speed, or 96 speed, my apologies, Mimikyu. So while it can outspeed the Haunter and it can outspeed the Arcanine, it can't outspeed the other Mons on his team. So, you know, this is really an early game sweeper. He might try to expect us, if he has Quagsire, to switch into this and Swords Dance in front of it, and he'll be like, oh, we can live that. I mean, it could be Rindoberry, but if it's Rindoberry, then, you know, that's just well played. There's nothing I can do about that. Next up, we have our G2, which is our Feraligatr. Gata. Rockin' Dragon Dance, Ice Punch, Earthquake, and Aqua Jet with Sheer Force Life Orb. It is adamant. It is not going to be Jolly this week because even if we are max speed, we still don't outspeed Mega Aerodactyl. It just doesn't happen. So we are prepared to outspeed Weavile at +1. We would not outspeed Aerodactyl at +1 if we were max speed. But now we get to guarantee we outspeed Weavile at +1, and we get the damage from this, which is really important. This thing hits like a truck. The Aqua Jet's going to be really useful for some of his Pokemon. Earthquake at +1, OHKO's Weavile. If it doesn't have any investment, it's still pretty guaranteed to do so otherwise. This is a powerful, powerful mon. This could be our late game sweeper. If we get up 2, it's over. Especially if Quagsire's out of the way. Next up, we have roll-ups. Actually, the Earthquake is also for the Arcanine, the Tentacruel, and the Registeel. So, keep that in mind. Ice Punch is for Latias, which at +1 gets annihilated, even if it has max HP, not max HP, max defense, but if it's max HP. Next up, we have roll-ups, the Lickilicky. It is Oblivious, as always. Rockin' Leftovers with Wish, Toxic, Body Slam, and Rock Tomb. 252 HP, 100 attack, and 156 special defense with a sassy nature. The great thing about this Lickilicky is that with the Rock Tomb, we're able to basically, as it's slowly dying, it can help by providing a little bit of speed control. Plus, it can hit the Aerodactyl and the Arcanine for super effective damage, and the Weavile. So, I mean, this is it's a good move to have. Body Slam is a very good stab move. Obviously, we can't really touch Registeel with it, but we rocked Fire Blast and other things like that in the past, and this thing has great coverage. So, if Registeel is the issue, we can always switch out because it's not much of an offensive threat. And Wish is obviously great. We're max HP for a reason. Very, very potent wishes to be passed. Next up, we have Jules, the Electabuzz. This is a really fun set. So we have Discharge, Light Screen, Hidden Power, Grass, and Psychic. HP Grass doesn't kill a Quagsire. Let me just make sure where we're at. It does 61 to 73% if it's max HP, max defense. That's that would be a prediction game. If we expect it to switch in, we'll do that. But the Light Screen's really important. We have 140 defense, 148 special defense, and 220 speed with a timid nature. This is guaranteed to outspeed all base 100s. But basically the point of this mon is to discharge, to paralyze, to light screen it up, and to just provide some good support against some of these mons that might be more of a pain, whether it be Vileplume, whether it be Girder. The Psychic is helpful, but discharging and paralyzing a Weavile, or a Latias, or an Aerodactyl, any of them is very, very useful to our team because of the speed discrepancy. Next up, we have Latitude, which is our Choice Scarfed Latias. And Lati is rockin' 76 HP, 252 special attack, and 180 speed with a timid nature. Guaranteed to outspeed base 100s who are also Scarfed. Basically, I don't want to be dealing with a speed tie against a Choice Scarfed Latias. It's just not worth it. So, this is a really fast Latios with Trick, Draco Meteor, Psychic, and Defog. Basically, if the time arises, we'll trick off the Choice Scarf onto a Registeel or a Quagsire and completely just destroy them. So we can kind of figure that out. But very powerful Dracos, very powerful Psychics. This is a dangerous mon to deal with. And lastly, we have Steve. Doesn't he look like a Steve? Especially shiny. This is our Krookodile with 252 HP, 252 attack with an adamant nature, 4 speed investment, that's actually very important, with knockoff, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, and Rock Slide. Why is that 4 speed investment so important, you might ask? Well, with no speed investment, it is 112 speed, which would be a speed tie with base 50s, which would be including Vileplume and Registeel. Now, we outspeed them at max speed. In case he's speed creeping or something. It's not that important, but it's a very valuable 4 EVs if need be. Knockoff does a ton. Earthquake obviously is important. The Intimidate cycling through, very good. Rock Slide, very important. And with that being said, let's get our battle going with Jerry, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, we are in. Good luck, Jerry. By the way, I didn't mention why I felt he would bring these Pokemon. I think Arcanine could be a good play if it's on the special side, but I think Registeel is a really big bother to us. Quagsire makes a ton of sense because we really don't have a super attack-worthy... we don't have an attack-worthy grass type. I mean, Gourgeist isn't bad at all, but it's not like an offensive threat. Weavile does a ton of damage to our team. And Mega Arrow is such a good mon. Tentacruel to get rid of hazards as well. I think Latias could also serve that purpose, but that's my prediction. I think Arcanine's also a potential. Azelf is a potential as well, but Krookodile, Scarf Krookodile could be a really big pain for him. I don't think he's going to bring that or Haunter. Especially not if he's bringing Latias. Outside of that, Girder, I don't think it has a very good matchup this week. It just doesn't. We have two Ghosts, and Intimidate, and Psychic types galore. we have a lot of different mons that can do damage to Girder. I guess Vileplume's also an option, but in that case, we also have options for it as well. Not great options, but options. I guess it would be Electabuzz and Latios. I guess +1 Feraligatr, too? Little scary. I'd expect him to lead with Registeel as well. If he brings it. Regardless, that's the idea. That's the thought process this week. I always get pre-game jitters. So this is week 1. I've already played week 2, but I can't tell you the result, so we are 0-0 as of right now. So I'm really excited. Man, you know, this feeling never gets old. Being able to just get so engrossed in something, have a lot of fun. You know, I do, for those of you who don't know, who don't watch my other channel, I do sports every day. Plus, I do scouting, basically full-time for different things. This is such a good change of pace. It's so nice, it's so calming to my mind to have something just completely different. Latias, Aerodactyl, Weavile, Haunter, Azelf, and Arcanine. Ooh. Well, no Quagsire, so we over-prepped for Quagsire, but I can live with that. Arcanine is going to probably be special. Maybe. No Registeel. Oof. Man, Pursuit would have been so good on Krookodile. So good. And Haunter! Haunter! That's fine by me. So what do we lead with? Azelf seems like the pretty safe lead. That's his only pivot. I think I'm going to lead with Snuggles. Alright, let's write his team down. Latias, Weavile, Azelf, Haunter, and Arrow. He leads Arcanine. This is going to be a support Arcanine, isn't it? It's Flash Fire? Hello? Arcanine. It only gets Flash Fire. I guess it could get Justified boosted too. Ooh, that could be an interesting move. Well, let's see. Mimikyu versus Arcanine. Let's say it's offensive with Flash Fire. Shadow Claw does a good amount. If it's defensive with Flash. I'm gonna go for a Shadow Claw. First turn. Yeah, it is support. Okay. Good to know. So, we're not at +2. That did... Let me see, where's he at? That did more than expected. That puts him at, let's see, that would be 25. About 30%. I think I'm going to go for a Swords Dance here. Try to get back up here. Shadow Claw does have a high critical hit ratio. If we can get rid of Arcanine, we're in such a good spot. You have Snarl. So that'll... So it's special attacking. I knew it. There goes my disguise. Poor Snuggles! I think I should go for a normal Shadow... Okay, so we're +2, but we're burned. Does it matter if we show anything else? I think I'm going to go for a Drain Punch here. Scare him a little. Showcase the variety. Hope he goes into Weavile expecting the Shadow Claw again. That'll be a really ballsy play. No, stays in. Okay. That gives us back some health, though. We are no HP, so that's really helpful. Let's see, Flamethrower. Oh, it's Citrus Berry. Okay. Morning Sun. Okay. This is a boring-ass Arcanine. Okay. I think I'm going to go for another Swords Dance here. Because now he can't switch into his, into Weavile. Let's see how much he can do. Flamethrower, yeah. So, Will-O-Wisp, Snarl, Flamethrower. That's good damage. I'm going to go for a Shadow Claw. Because a crit Shadow Claw might kill this thing. No, it wouldn't. Not even close. Okay. He stays in. Goes almost half. Flamethrower should take us out. But that's important. Okay. Okay, so... Arcanine kills Mimi. So Mimikyu doesn't get anything done in its first match, except we get a lot of information about his Arcanine. I'm gonna trick the support Arcanine and cripple it. It's probably gonna Snarl. But if we can lock him into Snarl, that'll be great. The Choice Scarf is useful, but it's not that useful. Snarl. Okay, perfect. Which means now we get to do something really cool. Okay? Right into Feraligatr. Okay? You understand what's about to happen, right? You understand about what's about to happen, right, Jerry? let's see Feraligatr versus Aerodactyl. Stay in. Do me that favor and just stay in, Jerry. Would ya? There's nothing he can do to one-shot me with Aerodactyl. Nothing. Violet. The Haunter! You can't live in Aqua Jet, Haunter. Unless you're Choice Scarfed. I mean, unless you're Focus Sash. He might be trying to trick me. See you, Haunter. Alabelle. The Latias. Beautiful. It is scarfed. Oh, poor Jerry. That's a big mess. I want to see what that would have done. That would have killed. Let's say it's max special attack. Say it's Life Orb. And it's max special attack. With a Timid Nature. That's a lot of damage. I think I'm just going to Ice Punch it. See how much it does. Focus Sash, nice. Psychic, okay. So let's take out the Latias. We're gonna Ice Punch again. Because this health is important against the Weavile. So it's 3 left, a Choice Scarfed, Support Arcanine, a Weavile, and an Aerodactyl. 3 very scary Pokemon. But we have Intimidate. And comes Frostbite, okay. So we are at 29 HP. That's 18%. That's 18, ooh. It only has like a 1% chance to kill us. If it's... yeah. Oh, it's Life Orb anyway. Gator kills Weavile and dies to Recoil. This thing is completely neutered. So I'm going to go into Jewels. Feraligatr came in so clutch this week, man. Alright, time to just charge. He is faster, of course. Gets the burn. That's fine. You know, I don't usually play this way. But I'm going to play for the, I'm going to play for the 4-0. Go get him, roll-ups. Oh my. That did a lot of damage. He's faster, obviously. Gonna body slam here. Just no burn, please. Okay. It's up to the Aerodactyl. That's all that's left. Gonna Rock Tomb. .33% with a Rock Tomb. Can Krook kill it? Yeah, good. Okay. Stone Edge. Missed. Roll-ups hits. Let's see. How much did that do? It did about 37%. Aerial Ace. That's a lot of damage. I've halved his speed. That should be it. Let's see. Krook versus this. No item. Get that Intimidate, obviously. Goes for Aerial Ace. Get some good damage. But I should be faster now. So a knockoff should finish this. Good game, Jerry. That miss from the Latias was really unfortunate. But that's the life we live when we use 90% accuracy moves. That is it for the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed. In terms of other things to be said, to be done about this, I really like our team. I really like our team. I think Feraligatr has a lot of value. I think Latios is a really cool and versatile Pokemon. Mimikyu, even though it didn't get to do much, it set us up so well. And it weakened the Arcanine to the point where we could switch in the Latios and completely neuter him and create a mid-game sweep. So I really liked that. That strategy worked out perfectly. I knew that he couldn't kill us with the Weavile with Ice Shard, and we were guaranteed to outspeed it. Unless it was Choice Scarf, and that really couldn't kill us unless it went for something else. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I am Moonlightswami for the Pokemon Fab Five, and your Colorado Rapidash are 1-0. Peace!